Guys, this is for the Walmart CEO, Doug Mcmillon. When I worked at your 1216 store, you had two employees named Anthony and Angelica. They tried to abuse me and neglect me and ask me for money and they didn't want to pay me back. When somebody as a manager don't want to pay you back, and I filed a civil rights complaint against you, against what you're standing for. When you're letting people borrow money, managers, and they get mad because you ask for them back, and I could get my brother to write a letter because my brother confronted Anthony about this situation. I'm on here with everybody, confronted the Walmart employee Anthony about this situation. If you want my brother to um, write a letter and give that letter to you, we can do this. We can do this because my brother confronted him. I'm your employees mad because they couldn't take advantage of me. And I think that's the most important where people are asking for money and doing all of these things or where things are happening at in those formats. And when people can't take advantage and they have a manager position, that comes abuse of power. And your person, Anthony and Angelica. Okay, the people that you work with at 1216, I think that was around 2015, to make sure I filed a civil rights complaint. I ain't gonna worry about it. If they want to play this game, come on. It's gonna add up already. Neglect of abuse of a disability. It's gonna work. God said we're gonna let we're gonna let everything turn out the way we want it to turn out. God said we're gonna speak about everything. We will win this. But when people can't neglect you and abuse you and just get money out of you, her baby daddy and her boyfriend, her baby daddy worked at the Walmart. And if she can't pay her rent, that means taking advantage of somebody. And then you say you're gonna pay somebody back. The difference from this, you don't ask another person for money again and not act like you're not gonna pay them back. And people mad because they couldn't take advantage of me and having that having that strong will to not allow those things to happen and those manifests to happen. So I want to tell Dylan Miller something. Your Walmart employee, I'm gonna get you for your employees trying to deceive and you support your manager. Right now, the civil rights leader I just reported that to the Justice Department. I want him to know something. This reported that you to the civil rights department of the conflict that I had at your 1216. The conflict that Angela and Anthony worked at. Ain't no going back from this when you decided to do what you wanted to do. God said ain't no going back from this. You can't run from your problems, and we're gonna let the universe have it because it's gonna add up. Let me tell you something. If I have to ask my brother, if I have to ask my brother to make a video, then put it on YouTube and then send it to the Justice Department, it will be done. Because he confronted them about it. It will be done. It will be done. That's not a problem of what's going on. That's not a problem. And I'm gonna tell the Justice Department. When my brother confronted Anthony about it and he couldn't take it, your employees want to take advantage of people and use people. But when a real man sit up there and ask where their money is and stuff, they don't like it. If you say you want to pay somebody back, pay them back. Nobody got time for it. But this is different from Social Security. This is different from that. This is different from that. This is about Governor Abbott and the rest of them in the state of Texas standing up for racism. This is different from that. This is different from that. You pushed it to the limit. Daddy, I lose the battery. Daddy. Yeah. All right. Stand right there. Look. It's right there. Look. One right there. One right there.
Where's the back piece?
All right, just put it in the back, please. All right, give it to me. Give it to me. You acting frustrated.
Okay, sure.
So you know that's what things is. I filed my civil rights complaint, and that's the truth. God said we're gonna let everything catch up when it can catch up. You're gonna pay me for what you did at that Walmart in Addison with jealousy and the Holy Spirit, and you're gonna pay me for the other two Walmarts. God said we don't want to hear no explanations. We don't want to hear no explanations. So let me tell you how this is gonna go. Mcmillon. God said, let me tell you how this is gonna go because God said I didn't want to file a racial complaint against the Justice Department, but God had asked me to do this for the sake of America, for the sake of it, for the sake of America, the sake on the grounds of the 14th Amendment, the sake of it. I just wanted to be heard, but you crossed that line. You a racist piece of crap. I know when you shake Shaq hand and LeBron hand that you're a racist. I know these things that you're a racist. I see it in your spirit of what you really are. But God said we ain't gonna worry about it. Because business is business, like James told me. Business is business, right? Let's make this business, Doug Mcmillon. Let's make this business. Let's make this business. Let me finna download this music. Hip hop music industry. Industry. People being on the streets. I'm making a video on the streets. Like I'm jealous of you. This is, they let this get too far out of hand with this situation. And I'm having to deal with everything. So we can do this right now. I'm gonna get when my brother get back, I'm gonna call him in the morning and I'm gonna tell him to make a video and send it to me. Since we can't be in court, if he can't because he's busy. And he confronted Anthony about it. He confronted them about it. This is your employees trying to take advantage of somebody that can't get what they want. Don't mind my hair now because sadly I'm getting my hair cut. That couldn't get what they want. Your managers took advantage of that, and I'm gonna tell the Justice Department. They took advantage of that. Let's talk about the problems that was going on. When they kept asking me for money and they couldn't give it, when they didn't want to pay me back what they wanted to pay me. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about those things at 12:16, Dirkman Miller. God said he gave you time to talk. Now you're going to hear him out. And I'm going to tell the Justice Department. God said, I gave you a chance to listen and talk, a chance to listen. Now you're going to hear him, Dirkman Miller. So I want to tell you something. It's sad that Trump put you all in this situation. But let me tell you something. You didn't want to listen to me. You're gonna listen to God, Doug Mcmillon. And we're gonna tell the Justice Department, you didn't want to listen to me, Doug Mcmillon, but you're gonna listen to God and you're gonna listen to that American flag. You're gonna listen to the American people and you're gonna answer to God. So God said, I want you to smile. I want you to smile with everything that you got. I want you to smile. God said, keep smiling and laughing and lying as you do with your racist all employees at 1216. Just like when your manager said, you don't need me, God said, I don't need you. God said, I don't need you. You hear me? God said, I don't need lies. You talk about honesty, Doug Mcmillon. You don't know honesty because you don't want to listen. You don't listen to people. And I don't know about everybody else. Because they sit up there and hide because they need their job. But I'm speaking for me. I ain't speaking for your employees. I'm speaking for me. You hear me? What happened in 2019? And I'm going to tell the Justice Department, I ain't speaking for you. I ain't speaking for the rest of your employees, but I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for God. I'm speaking for that American flag. And whoever decides to be with me, God said they for sure follow. If they don't, that's their problem. God said, you didn't want to listen when I gave you a chance to listen? You and Doug Mcmillon, y'all Walmart employees, you're going to listen to God. You're going to listen. We're going to talk about it. You're going to listen to that American flag, Doug Mcmillon. You and your Walmart family. God is done with you. Yes, the remote is right there. Stop screaming at people trying to sleep. You got to stop banging there like that. You're a kid, but you got to stop banging there like that.
I'm gonna fix it.
All right, where the remote? I don't have the remote. The remote right there. Look. Get the remote right there. You didn't want to listen to me, but you're going to listen to God. You hear me? You didn't want to listen. You and your employees didn't want to listen to me. You want to charge, or you're going to listen to God now. You're going to listen to racism. God said, all you had to do is listen, Doug Mcmillon. All you just had to listen and not do what you did. And I'm going to tell the Justice Department and the FBI, all you do is have to listen. Everybody's looking, let them look. Like God said, let them look. When they doubted us, when they doubted America, when they doubted us when times needed to be doubted. So, Doug Mcmillon, God said, don't come at me about honesty. You're not giving it. You're not giving it. God gave you a chance to listen to me, and you didn't want to listen to me. You and your employees wanted to lie with racism and say racist words. But the community wanted to hear because Trump started this. He started this. And I'm catching people in mailbox doing conniving shit. Looking in mailbox and they doing shit. God don't have time for that. God don't have time for those selfish ass behaviors. God said, give me what's belong to his children. You know, one thing around, he talked about stuff in church in the city. Baby. And they talked about suing me in church in the city. But let me tell you, I don't work for nobody. But if you want to talk, I know the rules. I know the gates. I know the rules. I know the things between that. Every punchline you throw is gonna cost you. One thing God said, one thing we keep family together and we keep America together. One thing, no matter what, God said we keep family together and we keep America together. And we keep those things and we collide those things with each other. We're going to tell the Justice Department what God told me to tell them. One thing, we keep family together and we keep America together. And we collide those two things together with each other. I didn't start this. Family gonna have its differences, like America have its differences. We 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 work it out. We fight through it. We battle it, and we come out stronger than ever. It's different from a war when we fighting for honesty and justice and prosper. Family forgive, America forgive. Those things, certain things are not able to be crossed to the lines of those heavens of America. God said, one thing you do, you keep family together, you keep it married, you collide that with each other. And we don't stop. We don't stop the fight. Yes, we have our differences. But we learn how to have our differences, and then we learn how to come together. That's what America do. That's what family do. That's what we do.